Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. A moment of great pride, the anthems. Well, that was impressive. Match that. Panama have clearly decided to go 5-4-1 today.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the very solid Thomas Partey is someone who ticks all the boxes for a top-quality, deep-lying midfielder. For me, he's a destroyer and creator all in one. Long passing often being an understated strength of his. Yes, he's known for the way he can break up opposition play, but he can really create too.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Does really well to win the ball there. Either side really getting hold of the ball. That's an imaginative pass. Jiku with the clearance. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Panama clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Out for a throw. Gets a good foot in there. Ayew. Partey, over to the left. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Ball's gone out of play. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Godoy. Now who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Now it's Fatawu. A chance to play it in. It's a loose ball. Danger averted for now. And that's been won straight back. Nice looking ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Kudus. That's really well cleared. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Kudus. Kudus! Good strike, quite an alarm. Ayew. Now it's Semenyo. Semenyo! And it's played forward. Fatawu. Seydu. Partey. And it's Kudus. And here's Ayew. And Ayew! Oh, another save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
That's a throw. Now it's Fatawu. That has been knocked clear. And here's Semenyo. And here's Kudus. Kudus! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, nice touch. Time to deliver. And he's heaved it away. Kudus wins the duel this time, and they can counter here. Semenyo.
Well, it's very much the start we expected. There is a sizable gulf in quality between the two sides.
He's in a good position here. Partey. And he thumps it clear. Salisu done delicately. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Jiku gently done. Seydu. That's very neat. Now it's Fatawu. And it's Kudus. And here's Semenyo.
Got
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Nicely intercepted. Godoy. Kudus. Now he's got space here, and here's the chance to counter. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Moved on forwards. They get a throw in. That's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's in, surely! Looking to break at pace. Panama are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Aim forwards. Semenyo. And here's Ayew. Ayew played out to the left flank. And it's hoisted clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. Oh, good spread.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Kudus. And it's played forward. Spread out to the left. Aimed in towards the centre. And that's been repelled. That's the throw. And across it goes. Salisu gets it clear. Cross goes in there. Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's run loose here. Proves too strong. Oh, a delicate chip through. And that was very necessary. Oh, great chance! Ayew. And the counter is on. Played out to the right. Fatawu has it out wide and in space. Looking for a decent ball in. And he's there to get it away. Now, what about a counter-attack? Moved on forwards. And it's lofted through here. Semenyo, and it's played forward.
Jordan Ayew really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Out to the left it goes. And that has been cleared. Can he spark a counter here? Ayew. Fatawu. And here's Semenyo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Excellent. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And that's going to be a booking. Tries a measured ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Played with finesse. And the keeper has it. And it's Ayew. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Semenyo. Godoy, that's really well manoeuvred. Godoy. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and he shoots! Well, they could break here. Now that's well seen too. Semenyo, Salisu, Ayew, aim forwards. Fatawu is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Ayew, Fatawu. Seydou. Now it's Kudus! It's anyone's ball now. Herring after the ball here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Lovely bit of skill. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That has been knocked clear. That'll be a throw. Semenyo. And here's Ayew. short. Salisu. Semenyo. And here's Ayew. Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Kudus. Salisu. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ayew shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Ghana, well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Moved on forwards. Showing good feet. Fatawu gets over and intercepts. And it's Ayew. Fatawu. Seydou. Lofted it. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Aim forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to get it clear. Succumbs to the pressure. Looks to the other side. That's a good... And Ayew! And he has been fouled there. Kudus! Aim forwards. Jiku gently done. Fatawu. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. He's in plenty of space here. He has a look up. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And it's Kudus. Fatawu. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Godoy. Moved on forwards. It is quite run he's making here. And it's played forward. And they've got a throw. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Godoy. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He's gone for... Oh, crossbar! And he's there to clear it. Clipped into space. And the ball is out of play. Seydu forwards and with intent. Jiku chooses to go cross-field. Semenyo. And here's Semenyo. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's going to go a long way. And it's Kudus. And the ball's come loose here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, it's come loose. And the shot! That's another chance. He's scored! Half-time imminent. What a time to score. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Ghana have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Out to the right. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Climbs up big! And that has been clubbed away. Oh, that's a nice ball. Seydu clears it away. Godoy. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ambitious ball here. Ayew. And he's there to clear it. And they win it back again. He can get that clear. Kudus. Partey. Played out to the right. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Moved on forwards.
Ghana have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Godoy. Defending of the desperate variety. Nice control. So who's he picking out? Oh, sweet feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. There's the shot!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
There is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Panama can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And it's Kudus. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's played forward. No way through there. Kudus. Seydou. That's really well manoeuvred. Partey. Fatawu. Kudus. Semenyo. And here's Ayew. Godoy.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
A searching ball out wide. Fatawu looking to get on the end of this. And that has been cleared. Ghana have reclaimed it. Godoy. To seeing this, a capacity
what can they
crowd
make of
here.
this? Well, with no...
Spread out to the left. Oh, such a clever touch. There are a few waiting for it. He's having a shot! Salisu. Kudus. Jiku. Partey. Played towards the front line. That's tidy. Fatawu. And he'll shoot here!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Seydu played up towards the front line. That has been knocked clear. Godoy. Is onto it in a flash. What a throw in. Kudus. And it's Ayew. Ayew played out towards the right wing. Hit into the middle. That's a corner kick. Cross in. Cleared away. Kudus. Kudus played out to the left flank. Partey. Can he finish? Just too high.
Partey most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Godoy. Godoy. Throw it. Fatawu. Jiku played over towards the opposite flank. Aim forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Godoy. And he goes cross-field. Moved on forwards. Kudus. That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Godoy. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kudus. And it's played forward. Godoy. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's a throw. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Garner cannot keep hold of the ball. Always onto this. Kudus gets the shot away! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Godoy. Oh, can he get onto this? Semenyo shifted upfield. Gets it away. Garner ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
There will be a throw-in. Godoy. Can he deliver? That has been knocked clear. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Very nicely done. Looking for a decent ball in. Godoy. Muscular approach does pay off here. And now the breakaway. Fatawu, probing pass. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kudus. Godoy. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Played it again, and the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Aim forwards. No, that's overhit. Moved on forwards. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Quality ball. Cuts out the pass, and back to the keeper they go. Godoy. Played towards the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Kudus. Now it's Fatawu. Searching pass he's played there. For a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Deftly away. Oh, good spread. That is lovely. A chance to play it in. Godoy. And it's played forward. Delivered across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that is out of play. Oh, that's neat. So who's he picking out? And a chance! Physical challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Acrobatic effort! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
Succumbs to the pressure. Do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Kudus. Ayew. Now here's the delivery. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. And they've got rid. Seydu forwards and with intent. Pass has gone astray. Godoy. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, it's come loose. Played back in. Lovely feet. It's a promising position. That's nice. Purring through the gears. Decent chance! Kudus.
Panama really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Great work on the overlap. Partey with the slide tackle there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Ayew on a strong run down the right. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Partey. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Ghana clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Clearly not happy with that. Kudus. Salisu, and he goes cross-field. Fatawu. Kudus. And here's Ayew. Kudus. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Kudus. And there's the shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Kudus really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
That's a good run down the left. He'll try to keep this alive. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Swings it across.
Panama really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Seydu, good-looking ball. He's onto it in a flash. Partey. Semenyo. That has found him in acres of space. That's good play. Plenty waiting in the middle. Deep cross. Clears it away. And he thumps it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Ayew.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's gone for a throw-in. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Ghana surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Muscular approach does pay off here. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Ayew. Played out wide. Seydou crossed in once more.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
The final 5 minutes.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, sweet feet.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Salisu chooses to go cross-field. Seydou aim forwards. Can he latch on to this? And it's hoisted clear.
Panama really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Semenyo looking to get on the end of this. Semenyo. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Jordan Ayew clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries to get it clear. Is there any support? He might not need it. Time to deliver. Oh, it's played into the area. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he cuts out the supply. Semenyo. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Ghana really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Godoy. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Chiku. Fatawu. Ayew. Played out to the right. Proves too strong. There are a few waiting for it. And it's... Oh, smashing header! Ayew. And the ball's come loose here. Has a shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.